Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video was actually requested in a previous video of mine, and I just thought it'd be really good to kind of put out on my channel just so you know a little bit more about me. I've got 20 questions to answer, so let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so the first question, what is your full name? My full name is Ellen Amy Yates, but everyone tends to call me Ellie. How old are you? I am 21. I'm going to be 22 next Friday, which is the 28th of August. So that makes me a Virgo. I am definitely a true Virgo. Like when I read horoscopes and like definitions of star signs and I see Virgo, I'm like, yep. Oh, that is so me. Yep. Like literally it aligns so much with my personality and just how I am. True to the Virgo star sign. Do you have any siblings? I have an older brother. He is 24, so there is 2.5 years between us, which is actually really nice. I remember being in primary school and thinking, oh my god, my brother's so much older than me. But as you get like in the same kind of age group, it feels like there's no age gap at all. So it is really nice having an older sibling and not feeling like there's not much of a gap. Did you go to college/school? Yes, so in the UK you naturally go to primary school, then go to secondary school, and then when you're 16 you go to either sixth form or to college. I went to college and I did 2 years of hair and makeup, and then I did a 3rd year of art, which I did an art foundation in, and then I did 3 years extra at university. So yeah. Any bad habits? My mum always says I've got such a bad resting bitch face. I make a joke of it now, but I know that it's going to become something that is a problem and potentially get me into trouble, but I just can't help it. Like when I'm relaxed or if I'm concentrating or I'm just not really thinking of anything, like if I've zoned out, I tend to just look very rude. Like I have a rude look on my face. Favourite/worst subject in school? I hated school. I definitely wasn't one for school. My teachers never encouraged me to enjoy school or to like gain more from it, and I think because of that I was just very much like, I'm just going to shut off and not put in any effort. It's funny because I didn't do horrendously in my GCSEs, and I should have worked harder, and I think if I'd put my mind to it I probably could have, but I haven't done bad. Like I've just finished university with a 1st class degree. So for someone who absolutely hates school, and a few of my exams I literally just wrote my name on the paper and didn't even look in it, I think I've done quite well. But obviously I think, you know, it's not the way to be, but it was just how I was in school. Favourite meal? Whenever my parents say to me, well, what do you want for dinner? I'm always like, shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie. Like, I don't know what it is. I just like very like homemade meals, like homey filling meals. If I'm talking like going out to a restaurant, I'm really not a fussy eater. I will literally eat anything. I will try anything. I really like sushi. I love Italian. Yeah, I'll eat anything. So probably like my stay at home meal would probably be shepherd's pie out of choice. But if I'm going out, I can't choose. Like I will eat anything. Favourite shop? As you can probably tell from my previous videos, I love a bit of Zara. It's just a shop that I feel has so many different pieces. It caters to my size and my height really well. Price point is definitely there, but I do really like Selfridges as well. I feel like Selfridges, like shoe department's really good. I love the layout of it. I'm not a huge fan of Harrods layout. Yeah, I would definitely say Selfridges and Zara. Do you want children? Well, I'm only 21, so I definitely don't want children yet. I don't think I'm at all ready. I can barely look after myself sometimes, so the thought of looking after like a mini me definitely does scare me. In the future I'd probably like one. I'd love to be able to give my parents a grandchild, but yeah, just at the moment I want to be selfish and I want to just enjoy myself and feel like I've got nothing holding me back. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? So I haven't actually said where I live. So I live London. I live southeast London. So I'm really close to like central. If I could live anywhere, where would it be? I love living in London. I don't really like the area that I live in London, if that makes sense, but central I love. Maybe New York. New York's got a very similar central vibe to it. Australia, I would love to try. Funny enough, when I was, how old was I? Maybe 9. I remember my mum and dad were actually going to go through the process of us moving to Australia because they both qualify for their jobs, and yeah, that was actually going to be a real thing. Like, we were fully going to move out there, but things changed and we ended up not doing it, obviously. But it's still somewhere that I would love to live, even if it was just like for a 2-year visa period or just like a holiday. I'd love to experience it. Do you have a nickname? People just tend to shorten my name, so Els, Bell, Bells. Nothing really like nicknamey. I don't know. How many pillows do you sleep with? Now this is something that I feel, I've got a hair. I sleep with 2 pillows. Now there is no way I could sleep with one. It feels like I'm not sleeping on anything. Like my neck is just like broken. So yeah, definitely 2. If you don't sleep with 2, that's like a crime, no? What would you do if you won the lottery? If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone. I would genuinely keep that to myself, to my mum, my dad and my brother. Like, I would just tell them 3 and I wouldn't tell anyone else. I would keep it so quiet and that'd be it. I think it's really dangerous. Obviously it's gambling. I think a lot of people can get themselves into a really bad position. You can lose so much, and I think investing the money that you win is probably the best thing to do. How often do you buy clothes? I tend to buy clothes weekly or every 2 weeks. I'm always looking on like the apps that I have on my phone, like Zara, ASOS, Topshop, Net-a-Porter, Farfetch. I'm always looking on them apps, but it's just something that I enjoy doing, like looking at clothes, seeing what's new in, seeing if I have something similar in my wardrobe that I could restyle, rewear, or if there's anything new that I need. Then clean or messy person? I'm definitely a clean freak. I love things being neat and tidy. Things in my room have a place. If someone's been into my room and, like, say for example, put something away, I know straight away. And in terms of like clean rooms, when I was younger, I literally remember I was about 6 or 7. I would go around to friends' houses and we'd be playing, and then I'd be like, can I tidy your room? But that is not normal. And I would fully tidy their room and like reorganise their clothes and their wardrobes and their dolls, just because I felt like everything had a place and the way that their room wasn't correct. Introvert or extrovert? I'm definitely 50-50. When I have to be, not out there, but when I have to be, you know, like when I have to speak, I will be extrovert. Not to the point where I'm like jazz hands, but I will just be very like, this is me, this is what I'm talking about, very confident. But when I just want to be, you know, to myself, in my bubble, in my room, then that happens a lot of the time. So yeah, I would definitely say I'm 50-50, like very split between being an introvert and extrovert. What was your first job? So I have worked since I was about 13. My first job was a dog walker. I used to walk 2 little dogs for an hour. And then when I was about 15, I worked in a beauty salon for about a year and a bit. Then I moved on and worked in another salon, which I worked there for 2.5 years. At that time I was at college and another salon opened up, which is the one that I'm currently at the moment. So at one point I had 2 jobs and I was at college, and the place that I had joined I'm still at now. So I've worked where I work for, it'll be 5 years in February, and I freelance makeup as well as doing nails, and yeah, I enjoy it, and that's that. Worst fashion / hair decision? I remember when I was younger, I had this top from Next. It haunts me. It was like a t-shirt with an attached like waist jacket thing. Oh my god, it was absolutely awful. It was green and then the waist jacket was like purple and it had skulls on it. What I was thinking, I don't know. Anything that's like attached now, I'm like, oh, reminds me of that. And hair decision, I would probably say I cut my fringe myself. Not horrendously, I don't think. I remember being in nursery, my mum told me this. I was in nursery and I cut someone else's hair and the teacher said to me, what are you doing? Apparently I turned around and said, oh, I want to be a hairdresser. And I fully cut this girl's hair. I've never really made a lot of bad hair decisions on myself. I've just cut other people's. Most embarrassing moment. Most embarrassing moment? I don't know. I do a lot of embarrassing things, but I can't really think of them. In the moment, I'm like, oh my god, that did not just happen. I'm probably going to finish this video, go off, do my thing, and then be like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. I don't know. Last question, what annoys you most? A few things annoy me. Loud eating, so like chomping. When people swallow, like if they're drinking, they swallow it really loudly, like gulp. Oh my god, I'm like, that's not necessary. Rudeness. Oh my god, like I can't tell you how many times I've gone out and someone's been rude just for like no reason. Me and my mum will go out and we'll be somewhere and there'll be like the rudest people ever, and it'll be on the day that we've decided to go out. Like staff would be rude or just people's attitude. Yeah, so I would probably say like the eating and the drinking situation, and then rudeness and lateness really bothers me. That really annoys me if you're not on time. And people that just don't put in effort. If you don't put in effort in something that you're doing, that really annoys me. I feel like I am the type of person, I'm either no effort or I'm like 100%. I think being a Virgo, everything does annoy you at one point. So yeah. So everyone, that is it for this Sunday's video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you all next week.